Leadership wasn't something that fell easily to me when I was a sports participant. Clearly as you get older, it's thrust upon you. Your age, your experience means you must be a leader. And yeah, I took that on board, but I've probably reflected on it more since I've retired. And as a consequence, I've come to look on how you can help others. And I made a conscious decision to go into the field of mentoring young rugby players when I retired. And I found a number of ways to connect with them. You've got to get personal. You can't just always talk about rugby. You have to show an interest in the individual that you're working with, away from the sport. And whether that's family or whether it's what motivates them or what their specific enjoyment of life is. And once you've got that connection, it gives you a great opportunity to delve into the individual. I also found that showing your own vulnerability, sharing experiences where everything wasn't always easy, I think helps because it makes the individual recognise that they're not on their own. What they're experiencing isn't wrong. It's something that a lot of people place, and people outside of sport sometimes think that the people who've achieved the best become the world best. They assume that their pathway to achieving it has been easy, and in many cases it's not. And certainly, one of the things I've recognised now is a lot of people who've gone on to achieve greatness have had a speed bump. There's probably been a period in their life that maybe they didn't recognise at the time, but it's motivated. I certainly look on times in my career and it tends to have been around selection or perceptions that have been formed upon you or of you that you don't agree with, and I'll prove you wrong. Whereas others, there may have been some sort of family illness which sport has allowed that individual an hour or two to break away from dealing with it, and it's allowed them to freshen their mind so that when they come back into the house they are able to 100% dedicate them to the family member who it might be.